Hey, what's up guys? Nick Slowiak here from the Ironmen at Lone Wolf Paintball.com. Here to go through what is inside my gear bag and what I need to play paintball.
And why? Because who's the best source for paintball?
The best source for paintball is Lone Wolf Paintball.com.
All right, show me what's in your bag.
Let's see. Let's start with...
Wait, that's a big bag.
This is the Discovery bag. Ooh, a little barrel tip, ULS barrel tip rolling out of here. This is my Nemo guy. But yeah, this is the Dye Discovery, the big one. It's always a fan of the Navigator back in the day. We got some jerseys, goggle system here, Dye i5. This is the Ironman edition. You can find these at lonewolfpaintball.com. Love this goggle system. Another jersey. We got a lot. So typically when I'm traveling to have a fun weekend of paintball, and most weekends, all weekends of paintball are fun, especially when you come to Lone Wolf Paintball. I like to throw a lot of extra stuff in there that I get to play with. Got a jersey from last year, number 40. Shout out to my man Tim. Tank. Need tanks.
What brand was that? You got to shout out brands. Guys want to know what to buy.
So I can't.
Oh,
say,
you can't
say Ninja. Like Dye's been really particular about that. So like.
Okay, we won't say Ninja then.
Yeah, so that's why they want us to tape them up. I was like, I can't.
Well, it's a nice Dye tank cover. We do like that.
Yeah, hey. So I've got my tank with my Flex Dye tank cover. Always need one of those. The one time I didn't put a tank cover on my my tank, I definitely broke my barrel in half years ago playing indoor because it slipped on my shoulder. Don't want that to happen. Shout out to New Balance. Got some socks. The only time I ever wear socks is when I'm playing paintball. So shout out to those guys as well, because now I got my shoes. Whew. Most comfortable shoes in the game. Not the best smelling shoes in the game. We'll throw those over there.
So are you a wash your gear guy or a not wash your gear guy?
I'm a wash my gear guy. Okay. All my gear is clean. My shoes are not clean. I don't understand why some of you paintball players, specifically the guys on my team, Zach Carter, like to throw their shoes in the washer. I'm pretty sure that's not what you're supposed to do. And I really don't appreciate it when guys do that with all their dirty, muddy shoes, especially. We just got back from Texas and it had all those little rubber pellets in there. Like, that's not good. Don't throw your shoes in the wash. What else we got here? We got some more barrel tips.
Nice.
Yeah. I got the leopard, snake skin, and then our Team Ironman ULS barrel tip. Stay tuned. You'll be seeing a lot more of those coming out in the future. Let's see. Let's get rid of the big part. So whenever I'm traveling to see friends, you bring things to share with friends. And here at Lone Wolf Paintball, we like to drink bourbon because we're men. Iron men, Iron man, Iron people. Thank you, Lone Wolf.
Yeah, it's 2022, it's people.
2022, it's people, baby.
Politically collect.
We gotta have a backup lens for my goggles. One of the things I see a lot with lower divisional players is not having backup equipment. You need backup equipment. Got a throwback jersey here from my Aftershock days. Another Dye jersey, Ironman jersey, custom color. Actually gonna be giving this away to Tony and Joe, so don't tell anybody, it's a secret. Because we're in Michigan and I have some friends here that I'm gonna be seeing, I also have a Tim Montresor jersey that I'm gonna have some people sign, and just in commemoration and memory of Tim. So hey, you gotta make use of your environment and where you're at. Always have to smell fresh, so always have deodorant on deck. Brand new Dye DSR Plus, gonna be opening this up actually with the boys here at Lone Wolf to shoot. And I think my man Cesar Pizzo wants to get his grubby little silky fingers on it and do some stuff. So looking forward to doing that and sending you guys some videos and content on that. More shoes, brand new shoes. Haven't worn them yet. Typically anytime it's over 40 degrees, I wear sandals. So, might be going out tonight. Gotta have some new shoes. Shout out again to New Balance. Lone Wolf Paintball t-shirt. When you play paintball, you get stinky, so it's always good to have backup shirts. And shout out to Lone Wolf for this leopard print shirt. Let's see. Oh, another jersey. Lots of jerseys. Throwback core jersey from Dye. Gonna be working on these to bring you more of those all year long. Man, I got a lot of stuff. Ironman Edition R2. I like to rock this thing up. You need full capacity when you're shooting on the break. If you don't do full capacity when you're shooting on the break, you're just not going to shoot people. Go full capacity. Find these at lonewolfpaintball.com. Also, obviously, Dye. Shout out to BKI. Do stuff with them. More jerseys, stuff I like to wear. Might have to spread the bag over a little bit.
If we'd have known you had this many jerseys, I'd have made you do a fashion show.
Dude, we can do it. shout out to GI Sports. I had actually this made up for me specifically, so hoping that they would run these, but it's a dual stitched and handled pod bag. So GI Sports, best paint in the game, sponsors Team Ironman. And so I use this to carry all my clean gear and then dirty gear. So that way, when I'm done playing, or I'm going to start to play, I can just, gear goes in here, dump it out, it's clean, and or it's dirty. It's easy to transport my gear with the pod bag, so I definitely would make use of that. Got my dye knee pads. Always have to count these. Always make sure you have 2 of them, because it's the worst feeling when you show up and you don't have your elbow pads and knee pads. Dye elbow pads, throwback, OG, tree trunk sandana. For those of you that know, you know. I always have a bag of random sandanas and head wraps because someone always needs to borrow one. You should ask Chad Boucher about that. He's been wearing my black sandana on the top of his head for, I don't know, maybe like 8 years now. Dye Ironman headband. I've got my red jersey from Texas. Just had these designed with the ultralight pattern in the background. Smells nice and clean. ULC pants. These are brand new. Came out at World Cup last year. Super comfortable. Really nice, especially if you're in the, I should say, wetter regions of the United States, because they do a great job of whisking away the water. Definitely going to want to break them in a little bit, wear them, wash them. Do not dry them in your dryer. I'd say that again for all these products. Air dry these things. For those of you that really love your headbands and know like to take care of those things, you're definitely going to want to hand wash those, or not hand wash those, but air dry them.
Those pants are the ones that are a collaboration, right? They outsource the manufacturing on those?
Yeah, that and the jerseys. So yeah, the dye UL, yeah, I mean, I don't know how much, like, I want to say, like, these are made by Carbon. I mean, that's what they are in the jerseys, or Carbon jerseys. But yeah, dye ULC pants and the dye ULC jersey.
Hey, 2 quality companies making quality products.
Shout out to all my friends all over all over the world making jerseys for people. Texas T-Rexes, baby. Got this jersey when I was in Texas. They kind of spelled my name wrong, but it doesn't matter. It's a thought that counts. So I really appreciate those guys. Also got to give a shout out to to one of my biggest competitors, rivals, but also role models and inspiration. Alex Frazier from Dynasty. He hooked me up with this sweet jersey. Really cool pattern. So got that from him when I was in Texas. Last few things, another headband, more socks. There's definitely more in my gear bag, so stay tuned. We're not going anywhere. Dye Flow Tech Tee. Always, again, you can never have too many t-shirts or not enough t-shirts, because guys always need to borrow stuff. And when you're like the old guy in the team like me, they always come to you, the young bucks. Another throwback jersey, a fun jersey to wear. Original X-Ball jersey from, I can see it years ago, maybe 2003, 2004, and they had the Nations Cup X-Ball tournaments, the IAO, years ago. Wow, yeah, that's in there. Got some more dye ULC barrel tips, zebra, tiger. I got a backup pair of pants because you need those. These are the ultralight pants that Dye has had for many years. Woo! More socks. I got my pack, assault pack, attack pack. I have one of each. Again, I essentially have a backup of every piece of equipment, and most of the time I bring all that with me. But you always need to have your harness with you. Ooh, Dye boombox. What's in here? Ooh, check this out. We have a Dye Lab, 1 of 30. This is number 19. This is the latest, greatest ULS barrel kit. Each piece, might be tough to see, it's silver on silver, is laser engraved with its number. And this is the bayonet. Yeah. Bless you. Dipped in blood. These kits come with 3 backs, 680, 684, and 688, and then a custom tip. You can find these actually at teamironmanpaintball.com, but I'm always working with Dye and the Ironman to come out with some new stuff.
There's a good question real quick. Which back do you find you use the most?
I consistently have always used a 684. It's very rare that I ever move up to the 688. unless the one thing you always have to pay attention to is the weather. Paintballs are very, very affected by the weather. If it's humid out, the paintballs, the gelatin in the shell will absorb the paint and they'll swell, so that's when you want to up the bore. But most of the time, especially in tournaments, we're using paint fresh off the GI truck. It's air conditioned, it's cool. We keep it in coolers so that ball, by the time it has a chance to absorb enough moisture, it's already being shot out of my gun.
And that was a bonus tip from Nick Slowiak.
Yeah, bonus tips, baby. And speaking of guns, here's my main squeeze. I've been exclusively using the Dye M3 Plus, and this is our Ironman edition. Pretty sure you can get these from loneWolfPaintball.com. Look at that, 684 barrel, back. Yeah. Here's the tip. This is the bad boy that I use all the time. And the one thing I will say, shout out to Dye for making great cases. Usually some cases are a pain in the butt to keep in your gear bag and store, but these things work great. They've got space for extra backs, space for all your tools, and everything you need. You want to throw a flex barrel cover or tank cover in there, you can. But this is my workhorse right here. Let's see what else we got.
Do you have a custom turn-on screen or just a standard Dye logo?
I think it's just standard Dye. I don't think there's anything custom with that. Stopwatch. Never know when I'm gonna be doing some drills or running some stuff for BKI, so that's always a plus. Friend, we'll show this off. My man Wolf, Brian Wolf made this War Mises.
Nice.
Yeah, hide that one. Don't tell anybody. More socks. Got a headband from Alex Frazier. Actually had him sign that. What else we have in here? Aha. Oh yeah. Dye one piece ultralight. This thing is actually legit one piece, not like it screws apart, but it does not connect. It is a one full piece barrel. Rocky Cagnoni gave this to me years ago when we were playing paintball in a big game. So thank you, Rocky, for this. I like to whip this out every now and again, and people always ask, like, what kind of barrel is that? I'm like, it's a real one piece. Real. It's real. Body spray. I stink. So I need this to cover up my stink after I play. Backup rain lid if it ever rains. This isn't an old throwback. Look at this, monkey with a gun, serial killer's headband. I don't know whose this is, but I have it in my gear bag. What else we got here? Dye tool. The new dye tools are pretty sweet. Way less risk of you stabbing yourself with the sharp pointy end. All in media sticker. Shout out to all the media guys out there that create content for us, especially the guys at Lone Wolf Paintball. I got this really sweet challenge coin from my buddy in the Coast Guard who actually bought that red jersey. Glad I saw this. I have to ship it to him when I get home. What else we got?
Do you have your pro player challenge coin?
Oh, well, yeah. So here. So shout out to, again, Alex Frazier. I keep bringing him up. And oh, hey, I got a fan back here. Here it is. Look at this. There's the jersey. I forgot I even had it in my gear bag. We were talking jerseys earlier. What did I just pull out? It's in here somewhere. Damn.
You just stuck it behind your gun, right?
Is it?
It's the side of your gun.
Ah! Alex Frazier again. Coming up with a really cool system for the one-on-one challenge coins for paintball. This is one of the ones, this is actually the first one I won, a silver coin. And I do have my my collection of gold coins. I have not lost one yet. And I gotta, again, shout out to Alex, really cool. He actually gave me the #1. They're all serial numbered. I have the #1 gold coin. And then I have this red one for winning a one-on-one. I made Henry Sense look halfway decent at paintball and beat him in a one-on-one, but then lost to his teammate. Could have had two. I have my tally patch. Shout out to Jason Califf. Good friend of mine, passed away years ago, but this is just something that always reminds me of how precious life is every time I look at my gear bag. Ninja Death Squad, if you know, you know. We'll keep that in there. Again, I always go back to having backups. Here's my reg with my on-off. So this is the main reg I use. It's a Ninja reg. Those guys always keep me laced up and tech my stuff at every event. And then in my satchel here, there's so many nice convenient compartments. I have other regs as well with thread protectors on here. I have these mostly because my teammates need them and they blow their regs because they don't clean their stuff. But I always have these teched and looked at to maintain optimal pressure from my Dye DSR Plus and my M3 Plus. And I think, oh no, there's more. Quick feed lid, another headband, Dye Titanium. Yeah, if you know, you know. Again, gonna keep saying that. Throwback, I actually used this all event in Vegas when we won 2 years ago. Little maybe known fact that if you shoot this and some grit gets in here and it's dark, you will see sparks fly out of your barrel. So maybe we can turn the lights out in the warehouse and shoot this bad boy and see if we can see any sparks. Fight Club, shout out to Spencer and the crew for giving me some patches, doing their 10-man thing. Got a dye, microfiber, I always need those. My BKI, when masks were in. Face mask. Let's see. I collect VIP parking passes because every now and again when you go to an NXL event, they don't really check. So these work. So it's always good if you get a VIP pass to keep those. I have a whole folder of them at my house. United Airlines, shout out. Thanks for flying me all over the place. Sanitizing wipes, some dye lube, and I think that's about it. I don't think, never know when you're gonna have to sign stuff. So a permanent marker always comes in handy, especially for that Tim jersey. I'm gonna have some people sign later. And yeah, aside from that, all I have is just dirt and field grime. So now awesome. I know I can just dump my gear bag out. Oh, I guess the other thing you can see here, tons and tons of I can't even think of the name of the damn things are. Q-tips. I like to keep my stuff clean. Every event, before the event starts, I go and I sit with the dye techs in the back of the booth and go through my gun, and I don't like that I have to take their stuff, so I bring my own. I'll bring my own microfiber in there and then my Q-tips, and I will clean my gun and go through it and have them go through it with me, go through what O-rings I should switch out or what's looking like it needs to be replaced, checking the board, eye pipe, all that fun stuff. So yeah, so thank you guys for the interest in my gear bag and all the stuff inside of it. If you have any questions, you can hit me up on social media, hit up the guys at Lone Wolf Paintball. They know how to get a hold of me. And again, shout out to lonewolfpaintball.com, where you can find essentially everything I took out of my gear bag on their online store, or if you're local, you can just walk into the shop. Appreciate you guys very much, and thank you.